Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the podcast, your safe space for inspiration, transformation, and real stories. I'm Jenny, and today's episode is going to hit deep. We're talking about something powerful, something we often underestimate. Believe, time changes everything. Whether you're at a high point in life or going through one of the darkest tunnels, remember this: time doesn't just pass. It transforms. And belief gives that time meaning. So grab your coffee, or plug in your headphones while you take a walk. This one's for anyone who's ever doubted their path, felt stuck, or wondered, will it always be like this? Let's dive in. Part 1. Life doesn't stay the same. Let's start with a simple but life-changing truth: nothing stays the same forever. Not your pain. Not your joy. Not your situation. Not even you. Time is constantly in motion, and we are constantly changing with it. Maybe today, you're in a job you don't love. Maybe you've just gone through a breakup. Or perhaps, you're dealing with loss, disappointment, or even burnout. And it feels permanent. Like this is how it's going to be from now on. But let me remind you of this: 5 years ago, were you in the exact place you are today? Chances are, no. That shows us something very important: time doesn't freeze. And neither does your story. Part 2. The power of belief. But here's the catch: time alone doesn't change everything. Belief does. Time is like a river, it flows no matter what. But belief is the boat you choose to travel in. Some people drown in the currents of time because they lose belief. Others sail not because life is easy, but because they believed things could get better. So the question is, what do you believe? Do you believe that your best days are behind you? Or do you believe that what's ahead might surprise you? Let me share a story. Part 3. Story time: Sarah's journey. A few years ago, I met a young woman named Sarah. She had just gone through a devastating breakup, lost her job, and had to move back in with her parents. She felt like she had failed. Like life had hit pause. One night, during one of our long conversations, she asked me, "Will it always be like this? Or am I just wasting my time hoping it'll change?" My answer was honest: it will change. But you have to believe long enough to get there. And you know what? She did. She started writing. First in journals, then a blog. That blog caught attention. Within a year, she was freelancing. 2 years later, she published her first book. And that heartbreak? It taught her how to love herself first. Today, she's a full-time author, living a life she never imagined. Why? Because she believed even when nothing looked like it was working. Part 4. The seasons of life. Life has seasons, my friends. Just like the earth cycles through winter, spring, summer, and fall, you go through emotional and spiritual seasons. Winter is when everything feels cold, empty, and still. Spring brings hope, fresh beginnings, and tiny signs of growth. Summer is when you bloom, when you shine. And autumn is when you harvest the results, but also let go of what no longer serves you. The mistake we make is thinking that winter is forever. But no season lasts forever. In winter, your job is to rest, reflect, and prepare not to give up. Part 5. Real life takes time. In a world of instant gratification, likes, retweets, one-day delivery, we forget that real transformation takes time. Muscles don't grow overnight. Friendships don't deepen in a day. Businesses don't succeed in a week. Hearts don't heal instantly. So if you're building something, or healing from something, or chasing a dream that feels out of reach, remember, it's not supposed to happen fast. It's supposed to happen right. And the right things take time. But time only works if you keep showing up. Part 6. Lessons time has taught me. I want to share a few lessons time has taught me. 1. The pain you feel today may be the strength you need tomorrow. 2. Sometimes rejection is redirection. 3. You won't always understand the reason, but later, you'll see the pattern. 4. People change. You change. Forgive yourself. 5. Nothing is permanent. Not failure. Not success. Not feelings. So take the pressure off. Allow yourself to believe that life can change in ways you can't even imagine yet. Part 7. What to do while you wait. You might be thinking, okay, I believe, but how do I survive the wait? Here's what I recommend. Keep moving, even small steps keep you from sinking. Keep learning, grow in knowledge, mindset, and skill. Stay around hopeful people, energy is contagious. Protect your mindset, what you think shapes what you see. Celebrate small wins because they matter. And most importantly, don't quit too early. Time is doing its work, even when you can't see it. Part 8. Closing thoughts. If you're listening to this right now, I want you to know, you are not stuck. You are in progress. Your story isn't over, it's unfolding. That moment when everything makes sense, it's still ahead of you. That version of you who's stronger, wiser, more confident. You're becoming them. All you need is belief and time. So take a deep breath. Let go of the timeline you thought you had to follow. And just trust. Because one day, you'll look back and whisper, I'm so glad I didn't give up. Time changes everything. But only if you believe. Outro. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode touched you, inspired you, or made you think, do me a favor, share it with someone who might need it. You never know how your simple action could change someone's day, or life. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. What's one thing you're waiting on time to heal or change? I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay growing, and always believe. I'm Jenny, and this has been your reminder that time changes everything.